everybody. Dustin here from DustinSchoof.com. We're here for our final installment in what you could call the Best of 2016 video series.
A joint LVU Dustin Schoof production.
Exactly. However, and speaking of which, I'm here with Gerard from Lehigh Valley Underground.
Yo! Was that a little too much on the yo-yo?
No, you're fine, man.
Okay, good.
It's good.
If it was, I don't care. I was just wondering.
Hey, you do you. You do you, man.
Just doing me.
Exactly. But no, today we're we kind of looked back, but now we're gonna do a little bit of both. We're gonna look back, but then look forward too. So let's start by looking, fixing the old rearview mirror and taking a gander, taking a peek.
Is the pressure on me now?
Pressure's on you now. I know there was a lot of great moments this year for both of us.
Yes.
What's the one moment that no matter what stands head and shoulders above the rest?
Well, first of all, I want to say, since we're coordinating these, you can find out Dustin's picks for this same type of video on DustinSchoof.com, where I grilled him and put the pressure on him. But
you did.
It's hard because there have been so many. I mean, narrowing it down to one, I don't want to cop out here because, I think of things like building Lehigh Valley Underground up and meeting all the great people, this whole Easton crew that, I was introduced to kind of through Mike Roy, and then Easton Rocks kind of took off the whole thing. Easton Rocks, of course, we've mentioned before. I just think of, all the adventures that I've gone on, and, it's hard to narrow it down, all the great things we've reviewed, all the shows we've covered, the things we participated in the music community. And the one that I think stands out the most to me is the LVMA's Rock Showcase at Music Fest. And we were the sponsor for that show. Lehigh Valley Underground sponsored that show. And it was Another Day Dawns, Doubting Thomas, Social Call, the Cherry Bombs. Great night of rock. And, for me personally, Music Fest was, a very special time this year for me because 2 years ago, I was just trying to break back into the Valley. I graduated from Moravia in 2010, moved back to Jersey, did a bunch of different things. None of them really worked out long term, and I just felt like I could succeed here. I just needed to break back in. So this whole story is on Lehigh Valley Underground, so I'm going to give you the short version. But, I came back, started working event staff at Arts Quest. And 2 years later, after, this 10-day audition at Music Fest, just doing event staff, doing traffic or, working, security, quote unquote, at the shows, I'm now on a stage at the LVMA's Rock Showcase, the first Sunday in Music Fest, introducing the bands on behalf of this Lehigh Valley Underground thing that I just launched in January. And that was so cool. And, it was, I think the product of, for me personally, if you know anything about my history doing this and the Quinn Spin, just the product of years of trial and error and trying to get it right, and just trying to get into that zone and really realize the right way to do things, which, for us was to localize and really focus on a region that's so talent rich and so, so great and close knit like the Lehigh Valley, and a place that, I feel at home and have felt at home for the better part of a decade now.
And you're doing a tremendous job, Gerard. I know we've talked, obviously, not necessarily on camera, so to speak, about that, but I really like what you guys are doing. What Lehigh Valley Underground is doing. If you guys haven't checked them out, I mean, obviously you're here right now on the website, but
if you haven't before this, then
exactly,
I don't know what
and
to
tell
you.
your friends and let others know. I mean, honestly, it's a good thing to know these guys are out there doing what they're doing. I am only but a small part of everything that's happening in Lehigh Valley, but having Gerard and what these guys are doing with Lehigh Valley Underground, it's awesome. So stick with them.
Thank you. And stick with DustinSchoof.com as well.
Thank you.
I just say one more thing about that night. It kind of serves to me as a microcosm of just everything that's gone on for LVU this year again. Just, making connections, meeting people, supporting the scene. Like, it all kind of came together that night. It all came together that week. I mean, not to get too back end on you here, but like the site traffic that week was through the roof. I think Music Fest gave us an opportunity to better our platform for the artists, and so I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful to the folks at the GLVMA for thinking of us and for asking us in our rookie year to sponsor something like that. Like, that was huge. And, it's in no small part, thanks to them and thanks to all the people that, have supported us and given us a chance that, now I feel like LVU and like, in conjunction with you, Dustin, we're in a position to do some really, really cool things here in 2017.
I think so.
And so I know the next part of this, but I'll let you formally, grill me.
That's okay.
If you would.
So obviously, you had the showcase, and that was, the big night for you in 2016. But, there's a lot happening on the horizon, a lot coming down the pipe here, on the pike. But what are you looking forward to the most in 2017 with so much going on?
So many things.
Yeah.
So many things. I mean, I'll start with I'll try to go in somewhat chronological order here. I'm excited for the Scott Marshall benefit on February 19th at Main Gate. Scott, of course, not only a huge supporter of LVU, but a great guy and such a good friend to not only me, but so many people out there. And it's a chance to really give back, as he recovers, in his time of need here. So that's February 19th at Main Gate, 1 to 6 p.m. It's a Sunday. And it's President's Day weekend, so you probably don't have to work Monday. So you should definitely go and have a good time. There's going to be some items auctioned off there, I believe, and all proceeds going to support Scott and his family. The LVMAs, this is, again, the third LVMAs I'll have attended, but only the first that I'll attend is,
as a nominee.
As a nominee, yeah. The most active I've been in the music scene to this point. And those 8 nominations are still blowing my mind, and I'm excited to see what happens. But again, whether I win 8, whether I win 0, it'll just be exciting to be part of it all in this way. Last year, I worked as event staff for Arts Quest. The year before that, I just kind of went on my own to see what it was about because I was thinking of returning to the area at that point. So it's really cool 2 years later to just be in this position and just to be a part of that event. And, I'm just grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. I'm excited for new releases. Rolling the Secret People, of course, like you alluded to in your video, Carter, and Acoustic Kitty Project coming out with something possibly. Rofo Audio, rumored to be working on new music. Alpha 03, always, working on something. Bob Giovanetti in Crystal Pig Studios, of course, being the engine that drives that band forward. So much new music. I'm excited to meet new people, have new experiences. I'm excited for Allentown Jazz Fest, May 3rd to the 7th, being a part of that again. I'm excited to actually be in town for all of Music Fest this year.
There you go.
Now, I hope we hit it well, but back in the beginning of Lehigh Valley Underground, I didn't know the dates for Music Fest yet, and I planned really poorly, and I booked my dream trip, my first ever trip to Wrigley Field as a huge lifelong Cubs fan, unknowingly the second half of Music Fest. So I'm going to be there all 10 days this year.
There you go.
And we are going to rock it out.
Yeah.
We're absolutely going to rock it out. I'm excited for that. Heritage Day is going to be awesome again in July. And just being a part of this music scene, just delving deeper, working with new people, having new experiences, and really taking this thing and the Lehigh Valley Underground platform to the next level for everybody. I'm very encouraged and I think driven to succeed in this endeavor because of what we're building together here. I've been saying since the outset, before I knew any of you people, that it takes a scene to build a scene, and I've always believed that, and I believe we have the potential to do that here, and I've seen so much of that, and I'm encouraged more than ever to keep going. I've never, I don't think, been so encouraged to do something in my life than to keep building this up.
There you
and,
go.
I just look forward to that opportunity. I look forward to the opportunity to continue to work with all of you and those of you who I have not yet worked with, to work with you as well. And let's just do it. Let's have a great year. I feel like this is our year here to really have a breakthrough. One more thing I want to mention that I don't want to forget is the Originals Music Series 2-year anniversary bash with Revel 9, Dead Stop, and Autoerotica on January 6th at Chicago. Of course, Tracy and Amy have been huge supporters of LVU since before day one. I went to the 1-year show 2 weeks before I launched last year, and they let me have a table and everything. They didn't even know who I was. So
that's awesome.
Huge supporters since before day one. I'd do anything to support their endeavors as well. Again, there are probably things I'm forgetting. I don't mean to forget. I'm just very excited in general. I'm excited about everything everyone's doing. And we're going to cover it here at Lehigh Valley Underground in 2016. 2017. We already did that in 2016. We're going to do it in 2017.
I was going to say.
Woo!
And sort of to your point, I mean, it's it's great to see how much everything is growing exponentially in a lot of respects, and how much you guys have taken off, and how well you are doing and your staff. You guys are doing a great job, like I said before, and it's exciting to see what you're doing, what you're gonna be doing, and sort of what you were saying as well. I mean, it's the last year and a half, has been pretty interesting. It's been a fun ride, and it's only going to get better. And to your point, I was very, very fortunate that, because when I launched, sort of like you, I wasn't quite sure how it was going to go, and it took some time. So, everyone supported both of us. Lehigh Valley Underground, Dustinshoes.com, both of us.
You guys, let me tell you something, people. You guys have been the driving force.
You feel all the feels.
I mean,
that's what that is.
It takes us to write the articles. It takes us to take the photos and the videos. But it is you who give us the reason to do it every single day and to look forward to this every single day. So thank you out there. And, it's the point where there are things that you and I both know about that we can't even talk about yet.
I know.
But that we're very excited for. And we look forward to revealing that to you because it's going to make this whole thing better for all of us.
Oh, it's going to be good. Just wait. Just wait. Actually, we hopefully in a few weeks, give or take, we won't go any further than that. Maybe I'll leave it at that.
Start to roll some of this out.
Maybe we'll just slowly eke it out there, into the internet ether, and see what happens, float it out there. But you guys are gonna like it. I know you are. Gerard knows you are. We both are super excited. It's gonna be a great year.
And I'll put it this way: a perfect storm is brewing.
Exactly. The plans are coming together.
Anyway,
I want to thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Thank Gerard, obviously, Lehigh Valley Underground, DustinSchoof.com. Gerard, I know we're here on your website, but where else can folks find you?
You can go to Facebook.com/LehighValleyU, Twitter.com/LehighValleyU, and Instagram at LV Underground. And DustinSchoof.com, of course, and tell people about the social channels if you would.
All right, you can find me Instagram at Dustin J. Schoof, Twitter at Dustin_Schoof.
Don't forget it.
_. And lastly, on the Book of Face at Dustin J. Schoof. He's getting really, see that? That's his macho man.
Backwards is forwards and upwards is downwards. I
think you kind of went warrior on that one. That was a little macho man, a little warrior, but it's okay. The mega powers.
Well, but Randy Savage did all this stuff.
He did. You have that. You have it down. This is good stuff.
But the breathing was warrior.
That was intense. That was very intense. And on that note, I want to thank Gerard. I want to thank all you awesome folks at LehighValleyUnderground.com, the readers, everyone who's been helping out Gerard. Doing a great job.
And thanks to Dustin, of course,
you're welcome.
for being the fellow mega power in this
equation. Doing what I can, sir. All right, guys. I'll let you take it away, Gerard. This is your site, so go ahead. You close this one out.
Hey now. That was all I had. I that's my closing for everything.
Hey, that works. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Hey now.